Hoi hoi folks, good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you are in the world. My name's Sean, aka Uncle Frogface, and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. It's actually an incredibly difficult video to make. I'm sure you'll understand why as we get on. Today I'm just going to be painting a picture and having a little bit of a chat whilst we do it. Forgive me. This is a really difficult intro to film. You know what? I'm just going to start painting, and we can talk, and I'll explain to you exactly what's happening as we go through the painting. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around now, and I'm going to get stuck in. Yes, so I'm going to apologise straight away for potentially any sniffling or awkward pauses during this video. But the last few days have been very difficult for my family. In the early hours of Saturday morning, we actually lost my stepfather after battle with cancer. It's hit everyone in different ways, but it hasn't been easy for anyone. And I wanted to take that opportunity to talk about grief and art and mental health particularly. So my mum is someone who's struggled with mental health for a long time, and I know she doesn't mind me talking about that. So as soon as we got the call on Saturday morning, Andrew and I drove down to London just to be with family, and particularly to be with my mum as well. And I'm generally the kind of person who will, take action and do things that need to be done, are very practical in difficult situations. So I found my place within that grieving process with everyone there, which was to make sure everyone was fed and had drinks, and people knew where they were going, and everyone was feeling okay, and medication was being taken, and thinking about the practicalities of things that were coming up. So for those first couple of days whilst we were in London, I actually felt okay. Obviously I was very upset, but I felt okay because I had my purpose whilst I was there. And then we drove back home. We drove back to North Wales, and then the emotion really, really hit me. And I'm struggling. I'll really say that I'm struggling to deal with the grief and the loss. But I'm trying to fall back on what I've taught other people to do in the past, particularly with art therapy and with mental health, and that's to create things. Neil Gaiman said, doesn't matter what you create, just create, and I'm a firm believer in that. So I wanted to create something almost as a memorial for my stepdad, for John, but also to be able to express some of those emotions as well. So John was a very kind man. He always encouraged me to do whatever I wanted to do. He did that with everyone. He believed that people could do anything they put their minds to. And he loved my art, he loved my paintings, was always asking me to do different things and pushing me to experiment with different things. So this painting really is a tribute to him as well. So you might be wondering, why am I drawing the House of Parliament? Well, actually, John, before he fell ill, when he was able to work, he worked at the House of Parliament. He worked in security in the House of Parliament and House of Lords. So he was down there all the time, and I can't go to London and be around Big Ben and around Parliament without thinking of him. So I thought this would be a perfect thing to do for him. And I'm doing it in watercolours because it's something that I'm really not comfortable with, and he would want me to do it in something that was pushing myself. So that's why I'm doing this. But I wanted to take the opportunity to talk about mental health and about grief, and about art and its place within that. So I've actually found this very therapeutic, and I now have something I can look at and remember him fondly, and I think that's a really important thing. I don't think it's good to kind of idolise people when they're past. I think we have to look at their faults and their positives, and this for me is definitely doing that. But I want to say, for anyone out there who is grieving or is dealing with any poor mental health at the moment, create something. Just create something. Just take a pencil and a piece of paper, or bake something, or sculpt something, or do some needlepoint, or do some writing. Whatever it is that is your creative outlet, do it. There is massive amount of healing in art. Equally, if you need someone to talk to, reach out to friends, family, reach out to me, reach out to anyone. Don't suffer alone. So that's really all I wanted to say. I just wanted to put this out there for people to enjoy, appreciate, but also for myself to kind of say goodbye. And thank you to someone who's been in my life for 20 plus years, and who's not going to be there anymore. And it's a hard thing to think about. It's a hard thing to think about, and also a hard thing to process. But I can look back and look at the fond memories I have with him, and hopefully day by day it will just get a little bit easier. So sorry, I know this has been a very somber video, but it's something I wanted to do for myself, really. So I hope you don't mind me indulging myself. I'm gonna finish talking now because I just need to take some time for myself. There may be a video Friday, there may not. Right now I just have to deal with my own mental health, and obviously that comes first. So I'm going to leave you with the rest of this painting. I hope you enjoy. Any questions or comments, and of course leave them down below. But from me, until next time, goodbye.